Strange Things Radio. Yeah, we'll be talking Strange Things Radio. Gotta listen, gotta listen, gotta listen. Strange Things Radio. Yeah. Strange Things Radio. Happy Halloween. We start early here at Strange Things Radio. Folks, Friday night, man. Hello, everybody. Everybody in the chat room hanging out. Are you ready for a night of fun and frightening frivolity? I'm just asking you, folks. Are we going, James, am I doing this without even headphones? I don't even have my headphones on.
That's okay. You're just doing wonderful.
I wasn't even...
You're doing just perfect.
And you know what, bud? I can't hear a damn thing. I can hear a little bit, but give me a little volume, man. Little. This is James's engineer.
High-tech equipment. Come on, baby. Woo!
Yeah, it's just nothing. But that's all right, man. Whoa, something. You hit it the right way a little bit. Just kind of give me a little. There you go, man. Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah, as long as I can hear and see where we're going on. We should have had this done before, but folks, I was like 15 minutes. What was it? I got here, 15 minutes early?
You did pretty good.
And I tried, man. I was flying down 75. Dude, it's like there are spots there where you could do 80 miles an hour, and it's freaking killer. Just telling you that right now.
80's the norm. It's 90 that you got to watch out for.
Well,
dude, I do 80 every day. I mean, that's literally, I have SHP next to me going, dude, you're only doing 80. I got to go. He's gone. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do 80 right here.
See, bro, the thing is, you do a hell of a lot more driving than me.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't do what you do unless I had a killer sound system, all right? Killer sound system, and I jammed the whole way.
Well, that's what I do. Well, you know, I have.
And so you go all over the state of Florida, don't you?
Up and down the I-4 corridor and I-75.
The one area I'd hate to have to drive down all the time. I'm just telling you that right now.
When you get into Orlando, it's like, it's a bit beastly.
Well, it's all the
bit beastly.
And it's all the tourists that just got in their rental cars going, we're going to see Mickey. We're going to see Mickey. Come on. If you're going to go to Florida, what do you do, James? You go to the water parks. The water parks are where it's at. If you're going to do it, and I think, what do they got? Aquatica? Is it a place called Aquatica?
There's Aquatica.
It's really, so if you're going to go to Florida, forego the mouse, I don't know. SeaWorld's cool. So if you don't mind smelling like fish after you got snotted on by the killer whale. Or do they even do the killer whale shows anymore? I don't know, James. Do they?
Yes, they still have the killer whales.
I dig the dolphins. I dig the
CBF was in Orlando today? Because he said Orlando traffic was terrible.
Dude, I didn't even, you know what? I was just sitting there yapping. I didn't even pull it up. Hey, there he is, the cool black friend of Strange Things Radio. Yeah, he had to go, he and his wife had to drop a friend of theirs off over the airport, and I'm just like, what time are you leaving? Oh, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. But they took 75. When I go to the airport, I always take the Skyway Bridge. You got to go with the scenic route, man. They took 75, and then I guess I-4 over is what they did.
Do it that way, but...
And you know what I asked him?
You know, the other way.
You know what I asked him? I'm like, can I ask you a question? What are you going to be listening to on the way up there? Just shameless. It's shameless, folks. Because you know what? This is our time to hang out, man. I got nothing going on Friday night other than hanging out with the Strangelings here. And you know we love hanging. Do we not love hanging out with them, James? Go ahead, get the bone. Get the bone. See, James is in bone possession right now. He's going, Duke, did he get a big one? Good. Are you out of him now? I was going to say you're going to take a midnight run to the thing. So, all right, I haven't even been catching up on the chat room either, man. And you know, I know. I was sitting. What time did you actually get back? I'm thinking if she got up there.
Hold on. Did they go to the Orlando airport or the Tampa airport?
Dude, I don't.
Because he said Orlando.
I think it was Tampa.
Or he said Orlando traffic was terrible this afternoon.
Well, if you got to go west on I-4 to get to the airport, you have all that traffic coming from I-4.
Okay.
Excuse me. I majored in traffic.
You're right. You would go west on I-4. You hang a left. If you're heading north on I-75, by the way, this is what do they? They do those morning
the weatherman.
No, the
your
traffic
weather tonight. And we're just going along. It's from I-4, 10, 15 minutes on your plan. I'm like, okay, but it'd be a cool job, wouldn't it? Sitting there, you'd have to get up early in the morning, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. Wait, hold on, cough. Are you ready? Get it out.
All right.
Okay.
Well, see, I have found why I cough. It's not because I have the flu. It's this particular medicine I take for my heart. The side effect is coughing.
Really?
Yeah. So he took me off of it, but it's going to take a few weeks.
All right. For the excess cost to get out, is that what you're saying?
The exorcisms.
Yeah. So CBF, I'm cool. I'm curious. Did you park and walk her to her gate, or did you just drop her off and go, "Hey, great seeing you, love you, talk to you later," and then boom?
As we call it, tuck and roll.
Yeah.
You basically open the door, you shove them out the door, and let them roll. And
look. Hey, all 5 strangelings, we have a quorum.
So, yes, the show topic tonight is haunted restaurants.
Well, and buddy, in keeping with the spirit of the season, right? This is Halloween. What's today, the 20th? So in a week and a half, how close to Halloween is our show next week? What is
it's
it?
Friday. Halloween's on Tuesday this year.
Okay.
So Friday would be, next week's going to be more of a Halloween show.
Should we do it pre or into November?
No,
for the big Halloween extravaganza.
No, we have to do it next Friday.
Are we going to do it next Friday? Okay.
Because after Halloween, you're like, it's like having Christmas on the 5th of January.
All I know is I'm going to ask a question. Are the kids going trick-or-treating? James,
well, we don't
let
know.
me down, dude.
I'm telling
don't
you.
let me down.
Well, Alex is getting a little bit big. Him and his friends are going to go out, and then Lily's going to go out. So.
Well, listen, you get a couple of their chick friends, and they all hit the neighborhood. They don't even have to
dress up. They want to go
man.
around here. They're not.
Well, why? This is where you're going to get the good stuff, man.
Yeah.
You're not going to get those little candy, although I do like candy corn.
We have candy corns over there.
Oh, here's a little trivia. All the strangelings out there, and I learned this from a chick I work with named Kay. She's like, here's trivia. What was candy corn called way back in the day before it became candy corn?
Really? I don't know this.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. Little drum roll. Chicken feed. What she said. Did I go to Google and verify it? Hell no. I sat there and went, really, Kate? That's cute. Chicken feed.
I guess so.
Do you know what I'm talking about, right? The candy corn?
Yeah, we got a whole bag right there. Right there. I can see them from my right there. The little orange bag right there full of candy corns. Yes, you can have some. We got you.
First of all, I got a question. Is it Lily Lou's?
It's the whole famous. So she can't.
She's not going to sit there and say you dipped into my
it's for everyone.
Candy corn. All right,
but CBS. So it's going to do restaurants. We're going to do haunted restaurants.
Yeah.
So and we're going to so.
Yeah. What haunted restaurants can you get candy from? I'm curious. Did you have your 3 or 4 before? I'm just curious because he said he was going to have a thing. I think he said that. I don't know. I don't remember. I did get a good nap in, James.
Oh, that's good.
About an hour and 15 minutes. Oh, my gosh. It was sweet.
So,
I need that.
And yes, Kate, or Kat, I never say it right. We're going to post a video that inspired all this that came out. If you guys haven't seen it, there was a video of the chair sliding. But we're going to get into that on the next hour.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway, man.
Chicken feed at first.
Chicken feed.
At first. Just read that today.
Yeah, chicken feed.
There you go.
So, and I was like, wow, man, really? And, of course, I had to sit there and get description. I'm like, okay. She's a cute little blonde, right? So I'm like, and I take a candy corn and I bite the end off. Did I turn it? Which is really true. I mean, I think I start at the tip. Get the clear portion of the candy corn, the chicken feed, get rid of that. Then you go to the back and get either it's yellow or it's chocolate. I kind of prefer the chocolate because the chocolate just has chocolate, right? And then you have the little orange middle that, hey, good to go. That's my. And I sat there and I said, okay, you know about candy corn, huh? What about the little pumpkins? She looked at me like, what? I'm like, the pumpkins, the stained candy, only they have a green stem. I start at the stem, and then I eat the red. You know what I'm talking. You're looking at me like you've never seen a candy corn pumpkin.
No, I have not.
You never saw. Now
I don't like candy corn, so I don't really pay attention. I don't.
First of all, it is Halloween. What?
Yeah, I don't like candy corns.
You don't like even one. All right.
So there is a song.
Well, before you go to the song, please, can't you recruit the kids and just say, hey, listen, you're getting up their years. You want to get your trick-or-treat time in while you're still a kid and you don't look strange, and get a lot of it. Get a lot of it. And what we'll do is we'll put it in a bowl. We'll put it right in the middle of the table, and it'll be like anybody's candy, and then the show comes by. And, of course, that day I'll get here about an hour and a half early, right? I'll get here nice and early so I can go through and see what kind of goods they got. You know, not that I'm going to impose the e-tax, but what I'm hoping is that they'll leave a lot of Heath bars. I love the Heath bars, love Three Musketeers, you know, but really good on
there's a song. It was Nick Jr. It says, I don't like candy corn. It's this whole little, and they used to sing it back when, I don't know, 2010,
right.
Somewhere in there.
A millennial, right? A millennial? Young kids don't appreciate nothing. They don't like candy corn. Candy corn epitomizes Halloween and the spirit of Halloween. Come on, man. Please, James.
CBF had one Long Island iced tea.
Nice, man. Those are strong. Those are strong for me. Those are strong. But, you do what you're going to do. But, that's cool, though. He can rest a little bit, enjoy, and hang out with us. I mean, I feel shameless that I'm sitting there. What's with the face? And you referred to the bag of candy corn, but I was wondering, just because you're closer, can you go grab it for me?
Closer? You're closer.
What are you talking about?
It's right there.
Look at the angle. Look at the angle.
Look
at the angle.
No.
Dude, if you look at
so
the
if you
angle,
measure you to the bag and me to the bag.
All right, man, I'm going to go get it. All right, I'll be back there.
So you got to get your exercise in. All right. So there goes Eric.
Oh, dude, there's popcorn. There's popcorn.
Yes, you have met one. I do not like candy corn. But they
Oh, and it's chocolate, man.
Also, we know.
Freaking chocolate. See, whoever purchased this candy corn knows candy corn. I'm just saying. The yellows are all right. The yellows are all right, but, man, those chocolate, there's something about the chocolate. And the thing is I'm not going to do a lot just because I don't want my blood sugar to explode.
No, that's good.
So, because this is pure sugar. Yes.
So we get into it. I want to get into one little thing.
Okay.
It's a Bigfoot thing, which we haven't done a lot of.
I saw that. Are you talking about that new video or picture that was taken?
No,
you didn't see that?
I did see it, but I wasn't going to talk about that. This is something else. I am going to talk about in the strange things in the news.
Okay.
In the next segment.
All right.
But this is something a little bit more important to me. So today is the exact day, 30 years ago. By the way, happy birthday, Tom Petty. May you rest in peace. Today was his birthday.
Today was his birthday. The funny thing, I was sitting there jamming today. So I was on the road, and Tom came on.
I know.
See, he had a lot of cool sing-along tunes, right?
Oh, yeah. He
was with the Traveling,
Wilburys.
And it was, who was the guy from ELO, George Harrison, and who the hell was the other guy? Or was it just those three? Tom Petty, and then the other guy.
George Harrison. Tom Petty, George, and Orwell.
Damn, what was his name? Orange.
CC.
Wait,
we need you.
Roy Orbison.
That's it.
Yep.
Bing, bing, bing.
And they put out some really cool music, man. I'm just wondering where that came from. I mean, that had to be hanging out at a bar or a club, and so-and-so walks in, and so-and-so walks in, and they're just sitting there having a drink. They go, hey, we've been successful in our own little projects. What do you say we get together? And I hear Roy's voice singing those high notes. You got that classic Beatles sound with George Harrison, because a lot of people don't realize George Harrison sung a lot of songs on Beatle records. All right, he did.
You
remember
I'm not a big Beatles fan.
Remember, they love their harmony, so they love to sit there and get everybody's voice, including, oh my gosh, the drummer. This is really Ringo Starr. Oh my gosh, James. And I just took the tip off of candy corn. You think my mind's going to go early? I'm just asking.
So back to Bigfoot.
Yes.
So everyone knows the famous Patterson Gimlin film.
That's the one where the Bigfoot looks like it has breasts.
That's Patty. Yes. So
We
today,
gave her a name.
Oh, yes,
Patty.
it's Patty.
Patricia?
no, it's Patty. So today is the 50th anniversary of that film.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's October 20th, 1967.
50 years ago. All that does is make me feel. Doesn't that make you feel old?
Oh yeah, because
No, that was in color, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
And so the famous picture that you see is actually frame 352. This
Is that where her arms are out
Yep,
and the
and
breasts
she's-
are hanging?
Yep. And so I hope I'm gonna.
Somebody said, I heard or read a quote where they were like, okay, if it were fake, that costume was cutting edge technology that Hollywood couldn't.
Yeah, they couldn't even. You have to
Really
understand, remember,
reproduce.
Planet of the Apes came out. I want to say 4 years before that or 5 years. I'm going to Google it, folks. Planet.
I remember
of
Roddy McDowell
Apes.
was one of the apes. I mean, I forgot the other chick.
Oh, not that one. This is the new one.
All I
want the
know is the
original.
girl was the chick that was with Charlton Heston.
Oh, by the way,
Was
real
she
quick,
not
folks,
fine?
bingo, because no matter what movie you talk about, Mr. Eric Williams will add what woman's in it. I couldn't tell you.
Really, James?
You do.
When you think about Planet of the Apes, you don't think about that cute hot chick. What was her name?
No. Dude, you do that with
Shleela?
every movie.
That's
There's
not true.
Okay,
That's not true.
Star Wars.
Well, please.
There.
Which one? What outfit are we talking about? The white one?
The one out, the only outfit that really.
Woo, daddy, 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 daddy.
See, folks, just name a movie and
Yeah.
he'll tell you what female's in it and how hot she was. I could.
Two of my favorite. We're going to talk starlets. 260 starlets, please. Kansas City Bomber.
I have no idea.
1 million BC.
Okay, I know 1 million BC.
Do you know the chick's name? Please. Oh my gosh.
Rachel Raquel?
Let's just Raquel Welch.
Oh.
Get it right.
Sorry. See,
The
folks,
woman was fine. She was fine, bro. I think she even had her mams insured for like $1 million or something. And that was big back then. Let's just say she was hot, man.
So, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. The original one was 1968. So think about it. Even a year later, the movie, the industry couldn't get
There's no
in
way
it.
they could have reproduced it.
No way.
And I think they even said that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think
People have said that so many times.
the walk, okay.
The Gant,
yeah. The mams. The mams. I'm not going back to the mams, but the mams are pretty convincing. You know what I mean? And with enough alcohol in me,
So just to give you a few. I don't even want to go that way.
well, what are we going to do? What do I mean?
Yeah,
Is
but-
that James out there? Oh, my gosh. We haven't seen him in a long time. James!
So the film has 954 frames. The film itself is 23.85 feet long, preceded by 776.15 feet of horseback footage. A lot of people don't. They saw it was in 18 frames per second.
Now, they didn't go out there to look for Bigfoot, did they?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that was their mission.
That was their mission. But they
Okay.
had been out there numerous times.
Saw Bigfoot piles of Bigfoot
Just
doo-doo.
tracks and just
Yeah.
different things. And this is what makes this so incredible is this film. And what I think makes it even more incredible is the film's real. Now that they always say, was the person walking real? Because in today's thing, people can fake so many things digitally and all that kind of stuff. This is straight on film. So,
Did the head not look like a gorilla?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
what was it, silverback? You know how their head is kind of pointed
it's
to the
domey.
top?
It's a little domey.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looks to me like just a big ass.
Well, see, I think what people do get, people go, well, Bigfoot. And the first, like, if you said the word dog,
Yeah.
well, I have a 90-pound lab. You have, what? She's a,
Or a Yorkie and a Shih Tzu.
but they're both dogs.
Yeah.
So I think, same thing with people. I think with Bigfoots, they're difference in heights, colors, styles. I mean, we have, think about it.
Styles. Did you just
Styles.
say?
Maybe that's
what did we have a class that wear like pimp hats with feathers?
Well,
I mean, come on.
you have the gay
Like,
class. of-
disco. They still have those platform shoes that they wear. Yeah. Now, couldn't we
by
play?
the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just popped in my head, news thing. The oldest species on this planet, Do you know what that is? Not a species, one particular animal. It's the oldest in the world.
Well, hell, I don't know. I'd say the shark or the gator.
No, it's actually a turtle. He's 100. He's 100.
Oh, right now, I'm sitting there thinking you're talking about
right. No, I'm talking about right now. There's a turtle.
Well,
it's
turtles live a long
168
time, man.
years.
Dude, did you see the video of the gorilla? I don't remember which one it was, but the gorilla, I forgot what her name is. They named her something. She's like 59. She's in a fetal position, dying, and an older trainer with white hair.
Like 72
and then
or something.
All of a sudden, when the animal looked towards him, the animal's like, and puts their hand up. Did you see the ape stroking the old man's hair?
Yeah.
That's where I kind of went, he's stroking his hair, man.
Poor guy.
I mean,
poor girl.
But that just shows you sometimes the relationships that can develop between two species of ant, right?
Right.
Human beings and an ape. Now, here's the thing. What if there could possibly be a real Harry and the Hendersons encounter? Now, I'm not saying waste all those cheeseburgers, because this is the thing. I would have been like, Harry, I got 3 or 4.
But you mean more like a wild, because right now everyone says they throw rocks at you, they grunt at you, they're more, they won't hurt you.
Not necessarily hostile, but they want you out of their territory.
Right. And we understand, when like when a dog is eating and you try to pet it, it growls at you.
I bet you if you put a hot chick in a bikini and she walked through there, believe me, they'll come from all sides, man.
No, they'll think of what's wrong with this thing. It's got no hair.
Yeah.
You're like, that girl's got no hair. What's wrong with her?
Well,
that's probably what they think of us. They see
James,
some of us, and they're like,
you should be proud, man, because the naughty side, man, started to run a little bit, man.
I was bringing it back home.
You did a good job, man.
But the
good
turtle,
job, buddy.
Going back to the turtle.
We all go
Guess
back
what
to
the turtle is?
Michelangelo.
No, they think the turtle's gay. Because for the last 25 years...
Wait. Is his shell pink? I'm just asking,
no,
man.
it's purple.
Does he kind of crawl in this weird way?
No, he's the male version.
Does he kind of shake his shell as he walks?
He's got a lisp. No.
We got to be good. We got to be careful.
But no, the reason
they
think it's interesting because they for the last 25 years, it has had a companion, and these particular turtles are very hard to figure out if they're male or female. There's only one particular way of doing it. Well, they figured out that they're calling her name was Francisco, and they realized Francisco was a Frank. they realized his companion was a male.
All right, and you know what? I'm surprised,
I'm just saying,
James. Just to kind of turn to the right or the left, to kind of go out into the wilderness. Let me ask you a question, man. And I'm surprised we haven't done a show on this.
Okay, turtles.
I mean, Kat brings up a valid point, man. That's it. She's like, Eric, what's your thoughts on whether animals have souls?
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. There have been some dogs that I've absolutely adored as not just necessarily furry friends, but furry brothers, okay? I'm just saying, somebody's calling me, man.
Oh, I thought that was my phone going off on the alarm.
Let me see. I don't know where it's at.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
So, do animals have souls?
Do animals have souls? This is the thing. If I've known people that have had dogs, and myself who have loved dogs, and other cats or whatever, and you could see emotion in them when they pass. I'm like, I want to believe. See, this is the thing. I love my God, and I love Jesus. And Jesus loves me, and I could see where you go into heaven, he would recreate the dogs. Just, I don't know if they would have souls. I've never heard, I don't know anything scripturally where other creations have souls. I think it's just human beings. I'd like to think that they do, but we ought to do a show on that, man.
We should. We can find someone who would be
let's just
Got
say,
some
let's just
books
say,
written about
I'm
it.
talking about a loving dog that's a part of the family, and they pass away, and I know they sit there and say going over what's the bridge? There's some bridge they go over. What's it? The Rainbow Bridge. It's the Rainbow Bridge.
I thought that was the gay bridge.
That's not even funny, man.
Then why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing. I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, I don't know, man. I just saw what nothing. Anyway, I was looking at the phone, wondering why people are calling me during the show. They know we're doing the show at this time, but I'm a very gentle individual. So
You're a gentle giant.
I'm a gentle giant, man. A love muffin. Full of love. Listen, James, it's that time. We're going to take our break.
What?
Our
We
first break.
don't.
Look at the time, man. It's 10:26.
We just barely got going.
So we got to do what I got to do. This is Strange Things Radio, Friday night, sitting in with James and myself. We're going to be here till 12 a.m., so call your friends, tell them to hang out with us, be part of the Strangelings, brotherhood, and sisterhood. James, I almost forgot the last part. Don't want to get in trouble. Anyway, on the backside, we're going to talk about some strange things, folks.
Strange things in the news.
I hate strange things. Dude, did you see it? Did you see the little memo?
Yeah.
I kind of looked to the side. It kind of left me. Maybe I needed 2 hours sleep. But anyway, Strange Things Radio. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Yeehaw.
Oh, yeah, Strange Things Radio. I go to James. I'm like, James, I want to sing to that music, man. And you know what James said? You know what James said? We're already in trouble. You want to sit there and make it even worse? I'm like, no, I just want to do a couple bars, man. I'm just going to, rock it a little bit. And, James is like, we don't need the problems. Just do your job and yap. I'm like, damn, man. The man gets a haircut, and all of a sudden he's General Patton, which I saw a picture of General Patton. We need more General Pattons in our life. It's a shame the man's not here. You know what I mean? Right, James?
Yes.
In about a half hour, you're going to find me frothing at the mouth in the corner because I'm having a freaking diabetic.
Did you tell people what was over on the other table?
Oh, dude, folks. James has this, I don't know what it is, this obsession with, well, we call them, James has kind of conditioned me to not call it a Ouija board. He calls them spirit boards. And it basically is the alphabet. I think part of it's yes, no. What is it? What's your Facebook account? I'm just,
There's a lot of, yes, no, goodbye.
Yeah.
The alphabet, and then 1 through 0.
Okay. But, James, we talked about this last week. Remember you were all stoked?
Right,
and you were sitting there going, Jan, can we buy this, please?
That's nice, though. It's on the big table over there.
Oh, that's cool, man.
We have little decorations around it.
That's cool.
So
but it's not just one. I thought it was a massive one, but you have multiple ones there.
Well, on the cloth it is.
Yeah.
And then I have my own spirit board that's on the table itself. With this little planchette. And then last Saturday we had a good time.
Did you just say potato chip?
No, planchette.
I could have swore I heard a potato chip. We might want
That would be funny to have potato chips. Oh, Dorito chips could be planchettes.
Oh my gosh,
that would be so cool for Halloween. They should. I want to tell them
why are you teasing with those chips? I'm just asking. Well, what happened?
Oh, Pearl says, and a Ouija board, a skimmer.
Hey, man, I'm telling you. Speaking of, it's just one of those things, man.
Just one of those days.
Yeah.
Oops.
Did you?
I can't go any further than that.
I wasn't sure. It's a breathing, living library.
We're talking about the planet. We're talking about if the planet is alive because we start getting about animals and then trees.
See, the thing is with Rod, though, he's so deep and philosophical, and and gets real deep. I get scared if we get outside the realm of what? No more candy corn.
Oh,
what happened? You could ask over the airwaves for spirit folk to talk to you. Does that make online radio dangerous?
Thank you.
Right now he's putting his hands up like he just hit a touchdown. Dude, you just did hockey and football. You were doing a touchdown, and you were doing the go from hockey. Is it hockey or soccer?
It's soccer.
So we brought 3 different ones.
I got the football side.
We're huge sports fans, folks, just so you know that.
Listen, the only true sport out there is hockey.
We watched.
No, I love hockey and baseball.
Did you, Jen, and myself not watch the Lightning win it? Was that not cool?
Yeah, it was God, it's like 10 years ago now. Yeah. Longer than that, right?
Dude. Oh, Morgan was still, what? She was 10, I think.
And she's 22 now.
Okay, so about 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, James, we've known each other for a while, man. Come on.
For a minute.
How many places have we worked at?
Okay, folks, this is the honest truth. We have been fired, or we have had a company shut down.
It was let go.
Let go.
Laid off.
Laid off. That's a better word. Really, folks, they just fired their asses because, And we've worked with companies that have gone down. We've had companies that we've owned and lost.
But, James, you got to admit.
I think this is the longest stint we've had on any job.
Was Guardian Solutions, though, not cool or not a cool job?
Oh, yeah.
We got a chance. You went to secure places, man, that a very few people get an opportunity to go to. Remember, what was it? Fort Detrick? It was Detrick that had the whole wall was a damn video. I'm sitting there going, James, look for the remote. Right? I wanted to see the thing powered up, man. It was so cool. Yeah. And, it was just, I'm just going to sit there and say this. I'm just, what? People give
James, that is absolutely correct.
Where? What happened?
So if you two come aboard, we should short sail.
Well,
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing.
Oh, real quick, James, you will greatly appreciate this, and I know the rest of the world won't. Guess what I saw on eBay?
What?
An actual Wave Wireless
Are you
9000 series and one of the old big square box ones.
Are you kidding me?
Speedland version? Because I was on there looking for something, and just popped in my head one day. So I literally,
How much are they selling it for?
oh, like a couple $100
Are you kidding
for the
me?
the big Speedland X10 or whatever it was.
But
Remember
that was only 11 megabit of throughput.
Yeah.
Who the hell's going to want that right now?
I don't know, but it was so funny. And then I saw a 9000 series on there. It was just funny to see.
Wait, buddy. I remember getting a call going, Eric, let's dumpster dive. They dumped all the, it was the Apple Air Card, right?
Yeah.
And they dumped it all. Let's go dumpster dive. We'll get, James is always thinking, James is always with the business thing, right? He's want to start a business here. Hey, I got a great idea. How about glow in the dark wallpaper? Just something like that. He's always coming up with ideas, right? So
Yeah, like
I lost it. It just I turned left and I went into a ditch.
No, we're just talking about old job. But
Yeah.
so, strange things in the news. So, if you guys haven't seen this yet, and again, it's another Bigfoot thing, only because it seems to be popping up quite. I'm going to post it on the web on the chat room. And for those,
This is the picture, right?
so this is the picture. This is in California. It's a pretty good one. It's a Northern California picture. Goes viral. Excuse me.
Buddy, I think it's kind of a crappy looking picture, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but it's a few things that's different about this one. You see the bottom of the foot; it sees it moving. It's a lot of the pictures you see are they're still. You know what I'm saying? They're not moving like this. This is a pretty good one.
I'm just saying it's not really clear. It's not very close.
No,
you
but
know.
it's so it was just. I think it's
That's
pretty,
the latest one out there, though.
yeah,
I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, wow, okay. And it was everywhere.
yeah.
There was a time when a lot of media outlets wouldn't cover this, really wouldn't pay much attention. But now, man, they gobble it up and put it out there. I mean, surprisingly, some of the, I mean, you know, I think Drudge is a respectable organization. He has a great approach. He goes out and finds all the stories with links to the stories and having one central website. I think it was a great idea, and he's made a fortune. But they even posted this, and it was like, okay, all right, that's wild.
And CC, you're right. He's saying it looks like a guy in a parka and jeans.
Yeah.
I am, as much as I love Bigfoot, there's experts out there who will take this apart and look at everything and they can about it.
Dude, I want a selfie, okay, that close, where it's smiling, you can see its dental work. That's what I want to see, man. I'm just saying. Come on. James, really? If they're all over the place, and I know you would like to believe that, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, it gets to be. I mean, it's just the articles. This is that article, but there was another one. Hold on, let me think. I was reading it through it because
Not yet, Cat. Believe me, I'll get that going.
what?
The glow-in-the-dark wallpaper.
Oh yeah,
I think that's a great idea, man. Dude, you don't remember growing up with the little glow-in-the-dark stars?
oh yeah, we still
And
get those.
comets, and you put them all over. And
Yeah.
so you leave your light on. You go to bed, you're under the stars. You don't remember that?
I do.
You do. I thought James was sitting there saying it was mostly Playboy centerfolds from years past. Well, okay. James gave me to look like X-Nay, the centerfold A. I'm like, okay, hey, man, I'm sorry, but I didn't realize it was a tender spot. Forgive me, Jen.
So
She didn't respond. Are you upset, Jen?
Are you talking to me?
All right, James does kind of sound like Jen, if they're with the with the
So
difference.
I thought you were talking to a Jen in the chat room.
No. We only have one Jen in our lives, and her name is Jennifer Riggs, ladies and gentlemen. Are you clapping? I think you should be clapping.
Oh,
Yeah.
what am I clapping for?
She's like, I'm not participating in tonight's show. I didn't want to get involved in the show. All right.
All right, so I had another strange things in the news. Mm-hmm. I accidentally closed that file, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. I'm just
look at
brain
at
dead on this one.
look at. All right, engineer. I mean, this says it all. As the smoke from the California fires blew into Reno, pizza sales went through the roof that week. Could you imagine? Honey, do you want to go take a walk? Forget all the fires around us. Let's just take a walk and breathe deep.
Oh,
Dude,
really? I was like, "Why are you talking
really,
about
James?
this?
You're looking at me like, what?
Because
What
I
the
had-
hell are you talking about?
I didn't get it. At
He's
first.
right on the nosy, though, man. Come on, that's prime real estate. You telling me? Please, you never heard of Cali catastrophe or Cali kite flying?
No. What in God's name are you talking?
I don't know what it is. Dude, I'm just saying. Maybe I should have gotten. And I noticed CBF kind of. I think what he's done is he's kind of has his head back and he's like, yeah, I'm in the chat room, snoozing. You know what I'm saying? Saying.
I'm glad you. Oh, I was looking at something. So here's the other little tidbit I heard.
You always come up with tidbits, my friend.
So, guess what costume is completely sold out and you cannot find it anywhere?
Don't say anything. I'm going to say the obvious, the Donald Trump.
No,
No.
they could not sell out of that crap.
All right, how about the Wonder Woman?
No.
No. Okay. Don't ruin it, man.
I'm not.
Let's say the Hillary Clinton. No? Is it the Hillary Clinton?
No.
It's the Bill Clinton.
No.
Dude, usually it ends up... Whoa. Kim Jong-un. Right? Am I right? An expandable suit, and all you got to do is put like pieces of stuff or rags inside it, and you gain weight. So what? Why do you sit there and lay?
Pennywise.
What?
See?
What the hell's Pennywise?
It. Clown. Stephen King.
Oh,
Big movie.
Are you kidding me?
Completely.
They were sitting there saying that anybody who, I think the police were sitting there saying, anybody who goes out in a clown outfit on Halloween is taking your freaking life into your own hands.
It has sold out completely.
Unbelievable.
It is the biggest seller of costumes ever they've had this end.
That's not cool, buddy. I guarantee we're going to hear stories that somebody was beaten. God forbid somebody would lose their life, beaten to death or something like that. But just think about that, James. I wouldn't go out in a clown outfit. I think that's just crazy.
I was trying to tell my wife.
Who the hell would go out in a clown outfit?
So I heard this yesterday on CNBC, the news. I run that all day while I'm working. And so she came in with Lily, and I go, hey, I got to tell you something. Now, this is about the clown. And as soon as the word clown came out of my mouth, Lily goes, well, I'm out of here. She turned around and just walked.
She is so cool, man. She's got such a cool personality.
Yeah,
she can't listen to it. Why did you take her to go see it?
No.
You scarred her is what you did.
I would never do that. She's just very...
She don't like clowns.
She doesn't like
Dude,
it. We took her to the Halloween store. 5 o'clock in the afternoon a couple Saturdays ago when I got the Ouija board thing. She had nightmares that night.
Really?
Just from the store.
Are you
Just
kidding
from
me?
the Halloween store.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ask Jen if you could buy for yourself something that your alter ego Cinema just loved, the pink ballerina outfit? Or I just want to be a princess. I just want to be a princess.
I am taking away the candy corns.
Folks, look, this is the thing. James gave me this look like, what the hell are you saying? Yeah, dude, look at it. Half the. Well, this is the thing. You're going to find me when you go tomorrow, wherever, on 75, just taking a nap. I'm just saying. That's probably what's
See, you know
going
what's
to happen.
funny?
What?
You get sugar level, you go sleep.
No.
I trip out.
Do you really?
If my blood sugar goes too high, that's why I don't sleep. I can't. I'm like, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago, I had eaten a couple. Okay. This was bad. I know.
They say if you watch The Exorcist, that'll solve that for you.
Me going to sleep?
James, it was akin to Ghost or Bigfoot. I was trying to bring it around.
Thank you.
Bring it
Right,
around.
right through.
Okay.
Oh, this was my
Make
psychotic episode, but you're right.
and
Your
make
brain-
things relevant. We're trying to make things relevant here,
All right,
buddy.
you're right. We got to
So-
get back to strange things.
Yes.
But this is interesting. I'm going to post this.
What is it, first of all?
It's from Mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mirror magazine. They have pictures of original costumes from the 1930s. Dude, they are like freaky.
Halloween costumes?
Yeah.
Wait, you're telling me the Halloween was celebrated and they dressed up back in the 30s?
Oh yeah, this thing's been around for.
Dude, are you kidding me, man?
No.
I thought it was a relatively new phenomenon, like
No.
when Elvis came out.
No.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, I'm gonna be a ghost.
mostly scary Teletubby cartoon.
First of all, I thought the Teletubbies were awesome. I'll never forget one time where I was working, somebody came up and said, "You realize that Tinky Winky's gay?"
All gay.
What? Come on. Just because they, they
But there's
like,
something wrong with that.
Yeah, that is James. Very good, buddy. That is, yeah. The only thing is, sometimes we like to snip in or step back into Amber and Cinnamon. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Yes. Check out my new Julio Jozo shorts. The cheeks stay out a little bit. Right? They're a little bit too much, but I just tuck them in. And it's just marvelous.
Marvelous.
Yes. So, folks, we're glad that you're here because if not for you, we would not be able to function. I'm just saying. CBF can affirm, can agree that if I don't do a show, usually the week's not a good week. Okay, this is me plugging my charger into my phone or my computer. This is the charging part of Strange Things Radio. You know what I mean? And James, he's just sitting there. He's not a look on his eye. All I can do is say, folks, I should take a picture of this guy. When we do the show, this is what I see. Occasionally, he'll sit there and look up, but I see the reflection off his glasses of his monitor, and he doesn't realize I can see her at BigBazoombas.com, and she's in the other room, and your ass is going to get fried if you keep on that website. I'm just saying. You know what? She probably listens to. So your
doesn't
flakes,
listen to so.
your flakes are going to be frosted tonight, my friend, in more ways than one. You hammering me, you.
I was just trying to find the other thing.
What are you trying to find, dude?
I found it originally. Now I can't find it. Never
Oh,
mind.
James, don't.
So, by the way, Bitcoin is predicted to be probably, it's as you may not have seen or heard, it continues to go up. It will hit 10,000 in less than 4 months. That's my prediction. So it's
Really?
just
$10,000, and we talked about it back when it was affordable, James. We could have made some serious cash.
oh, you could have.
Look who chimed in. CBF's like, true. As it said,
There it is.
nothing
There it
what?
is. Okay.
What? What do you say? Okay, you
Sorry.
found it.
I found it. Dun dun dun.
Okay,
Sorry,
rock
folks.
and roll, man.
All right.
Shoot.
Here's strange things in the news. Okay, I'm going to post this up on our chat room so people can go see it. Yeah, it's
$6
now it's
grand.
yeah.
$6,000, dude. And where was it when you wasn't it like under $100?
Yeah.
So it was under $100. Look at that. Look at you. You didn't even say let's for a whim. Hey, let's just buy a couple.
Because I didn't have $100 to blow on Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just
at
to
the
me-
time it was almost more
Did
like
you
a
have
lottery.
faith in it? When I heard of Bitcoin, I'm like, somebody's sitting there trying to
Well,
pull
I
the
knew,
wool over our eyes.
I knew
is
it
what
would go
is.
up slowly, just like anything in tech.
But based
not-
on what? What the hell is it based on? Other than it's called Bitcoin, and now they say
Crypto.
one Bitcoin. Okay.
Cryptocurrency.
Okay.
So, and that's
you
where the
realize that
whole-
opens up the door to the Antichrist and the mark of the beast, and Bitcoin is a forerunner. Yeah, dude.
So-
dude, that was very authoritative. The way
So-
you shook your glass of ice in my face. That's all
Drop
right.
off Alex at the football game. On the way back, I heard Iron Maiden. I hadn't heard this song in years. Ready? Mark of the Beast. Remember the song? Is it
Yeah.
called Mark of the Beast?
That's
Sex. And I was like, man, I have to get
Lord,
that.
forgive him for having the joy in his face when
I
he
just
said
haven't heard that song in forever, and I'm like, oh, I wish we could play it. And,
You know what I
Well,
just
they
sat
got
there,
me an idea for a
Do you know what I
song.
just sat there and thought of?
What?
run to the hills, run for
run.
your life. But it's when you do it that high pitch, and we're really trying to work under the guidelines, right? We're
Right,
trying
of
to
not
work under
singing.
guidelines, yes. And anything where it's like, well, this was kind of a trivia thing. We sat there and threw it out there, and let's see if now what if somebody takes an audio file and posts it in chat, and we listen to it. James, do you think we can get away with it?
We will try that.
I'm just asking.
And by the way, Off-World, that was one of the sites I went to.
What was it?
Paranormal New Orleans haunted restaurants.
Dude, oh my gosh.
They have a lot. They have a few of them there. So, we're going to get into that next the next hour. I got some things I'll talk about there. But
here's the thing. When I hear that, hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, I don't want to be disrespectful to the cat.
go.
No, just gonna.
I was just going to talk about the story of this ghost haunting of a. Damn it! Sorry, folks.
Did I throw you off your game, man?
it's okay.
I threw you off your game, right?
Ghost car appears from nowhere, causing crash at busy junction.
Wow.
Dash cam footage of a crash has left viewers baffling and no one. There's a picture. And I think I tried to post it up on the thing, but I think we got denied. Come on. I'm trying to skip the survey.
Dude, haven't you seen the video where a car chase, cops are chasing a car, and it goes through it goes through like a fence or something and just completely disappears. Disappears. You don't see it. I mean, you're right on its ass and see the taillights, and all of a sudden it just boom, it was gone. Something like that. James?
I'm
James,
watching
are
the
you here?
video again.
Oh, you're watching videos, dude, and neglecting the show.
I'm not neglecting. I'm just looking at.
It's all right, man. It's that time anywhere. Folks, this is Strange Things Radio. We are here on the Para X Network. This is our flag station. And you can catch us here every Friday night from 10 to 12 a.m., and we're here to party. So go get some snackage, go get some drinkage, and we're going to see if we can't chisel some of the ice frost from the inside of James's freezer. But, you got to have a cold beverage. And we'll be right back, so don't go away.
Strange Things Radio.
Cronies Ventura. After work. Haunted.
Yeah, Strange Things Radio, hanging out with the boys. The
So-
boys. I'm sitting there saying the boys, but it's boys and girls. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, here's folks. If you heard a voice coming across, I think I had another screen up, kind of talking. We're going to talk about tonight's show, and that probably had audio on it that was bleeding through the music. Because I'm like, who the heck?
What
So-
were you doing? Tell them what you were doing. First thing, didn't you just walk? You just walked Duke, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So we took Duke outside, so that video was running in the background, and so that's what you probably heard.
Yeah. So, and we like
Unless
to
we had an EVP, but I mean, I
and
don't-
we like to keep it interesting here at Strange Things Radio. Do we not, James?
oh yeah,
Because if it was just normal, it'd be boring, right, James?
always.
So we make mistakes on purpose.
Yeah, keeps it raw
Right,
and
right.
fresh. I don't know.
Raw, fresh, electrifying, extravaganza. James, we got to put that in our show. I'm just saying.
Okay.
We got to find it. All right. So let me ask you a question, folks. Have you ever walked into a restaurant and there's nobody in there, and you look at the maitre d' and you're like, wow, you don't have a lot of people, and you say, well, it is kind of dead tonight. Right. And he's just like, well, and then he kind of looks ahead and he sees like a chair shimmy. Just shimmy. We're not going to kick it, but just shimmy. It doesn't matter how much frickin' movement, unless it's a frickin' earthquake. Something's causing that chair to shimmy. So, and you got to ask yourself, James, when you think of haunted places, what do you think of? Right off the bat, what do you think?
Well, abandoned mortuaries, old homes,
Hospitals, places where something horrible
cemeteries.
has happened. Yeah, cemeteries. A restaurant. Jim Bond's Steak Emporium, and they have a possible ghost that's scaring the hell out of people who are just trying to scoff down their T-bone. I mean, what's the deal, man? Why all the harassment?
So, folks, I
James-
think Off the World put the video up.
Yeah.
Just take a look at it. So, yeah, why restaurants?
Well, then this is what I don't get. Maybe guests are... Wait, guests? Did I just say guests? I meant
Yeah.
ghosts. Maybe ghosts want to hang out in a place where people do come to. But here's the question. Are they trying to make themselves known? James, we're talking about the one video really technically would be considered poltergeist activity, right?
Right.
I mean, poltergeist, they say noisy and blah, 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 but these particular ghosts do kinds of things that moving things, throwing things. Well, remember the one in the Scottish school? That's
Right.
still out there, man. That's still getting mileage. People are digging that, man. And I know we've had some people out there that say, well, what do they always use something like there's a hiding space or something like that. Dude, when I sat there and saw the locker rocking, I didn't see hiding. Are they trying to say that there was like a midget inside the damn locker that was causing it to sit there and rock? No, James, I'm being serious here, man.
I'm sorry. Just the way you said that was funny.
And there was a wall, right? So you see the locker rocking back and forth, and I thought this was telling. It rocked just to the point before it would rock over. If you look at some of those frames, it was really rocking. You know what I mean, James?
I'm here. I'm here.
So I mean, it's like things like that I sit there and go, okay, I would call that more of a destructive poltergeist,
Right.
But this is just moving the chair. Now, do you remember where this place was, James? The
So-
one that that's the same one he posted, right?
Right, he-
Engineer found it, right?
Right. Well, he posted on Facebook, but this is it's making its rounds, and I just posted it from News Channel 10 or News ABC. I don't know, a news site that has it
The
up. on
point
theirs.
is, James, that these organizations, these news networks, the ones ABC,
Right.
CBS, NBC, those that air this, maybe it's because it's close to Halloween. They decide to take a story like this and run with it.
right, and
But I think they're more kind of in awe that it's happening, and then people that are sitting right next to it, they get up and they examine the chair, they pull it out. It's like what they saw is they want to eliminate any kinds of
So this is in
wires.
Ventura, California. The owners of Cronies Bar and Restaurant. And they said they are not And so it
Well, here's the thing now, James. Okay, you can play the other side of it and go, okay, Cronies Bar and Grill just got the best publicity any establishment would ever want. Would you like to go to a haunted restaurant?
dude, that would be the hold on, first thing,
Right,
folks.
so you can see a motive to sit there and rig something. Did I notice I said rig?
Yeah.
Rigs.
Well, me and you, I came up with the idea with a little bar and restaurant, remember?
Yeah,
And what
spirits. Was it something spirits?
It's going to be Spooks and Spirits.
Spooks and Spirits.
So it would be, I would think in a place like here in Florida, there's up in Tampa, there's a place called Ybor City. And it has all these restaurants and
Well,
bars.
it's an older section of Tampa, isn't
Right,
it?
it's very old, yes. So it used to be where they used to make all the Cuban cigars.
Where's that dance studio they said it's supposed to be? Isn't there a dance studio they said? I forgot what it's called.
There is, and I can't
It's
remember.
like...
But the Colombian restaurant is also supposedly haunted.
Really? Dude,
Yes.
I hear that, I think food. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. It's been there for 100 years.
Yeah.
So
And that's a long time, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's been a lot of death down there that we don't go in way, way back. I mean, I'm sure there's death and destruction. So, you know,
No,
not
did you see the
destruction,
video
but
where
death.
the bar stool fell over?
No.
In this video?
Was that
So-
wait, is that the same place?
Same place. They had one of the bar stool falling over, then they had the one with the chair.
The
slid
chair
out.
to pull out.
And then
That the
some
lady
went and looked
got
at it.
up. She it freaked her out. So she went over and looked. She pulled it out. Was looking to see if there's any kind of wires or strings. But here's the thing, James. Let the conspiracy get deeper. The fraud. What if she was an actress there? She acted this way to try. Look, what I mean. This guy. Don't you see a motive to have something
yeah.
like this?
Oh, yeah.
To then people, you get your name out there, you get on free media. That's publicity, you know, and especially this time of year, people's interest in the paranormal and ghosts, etc. That I mean, think about that, man. They got free publicity now. I'll bet more and more people are coming. They want to hang out at the spot.
Oh, if I was in that area, I would go straight there. Just to
Well, I'd like to know if their burgers were good. If they had a good burger, then I'd
And Kat said, goes, go see evidence videos this time of year. I get suspicious of all of them.
Yeah, she's got
I
a point.
totally agree.
She's got a point. But I'm sitting there thinking, it's a restaurant, right? What's the lifeblood of a restaurant? Patrons that come and patronize their place, right?
Yeah.
They come in for the clam chowder. They come in for the all-you-can-eat rib night. So whatever. And you come in there now, you had you're moderate attraction, right? All of a sudden, after a story like this, you're packed every day up until Halloween, then maybe taper off, but a lot more people come to see. And if you see more video taken, different parts. Oh, look at that booth over there in the corner. Wait, did that glass just move? It flew off. Yeah, we'd like to place reservations at the Bloomin' Onion here. Can we sit at that booth where the glass?
Can we bring in our Ouija board?
Can we bring in our? We have a tablecloth for one of the tables. But James, you wouldn't give it up, would you? You'd sit there and say, "Piss on that," even if they were going to give you a free grub.
No, I would just buy another one and give it to him.
Wait, you got to ask James. He has Jen. You got to ask the Bank of Jennifer.
That's
So,
right.
you-
Let me tell you, when it comes to spending, it's like, honey,
Yeah.
can I have lunch today? I won't spend more than $8.
yeah, and $8 isn't giving you jack.
You know,
I mean, it's just not.
that's why you got to get the small size stuff.
Dude, I'm just saying, man. Wings
I know.
and things, bro.
No, but I
Wings
can't
and
until I get
things.
paid again.
All right, I'm hearing you, man. I mean, we just, with me, the problem is, unless we time it right, I'm always late getting back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more like about a 25-minute trip. So if you could actually get there, have it ready when have already ordered for me, and then I get it. What are you doing?
Off-road
It's behind
engineer.
because the food just
flies
flies
off the place. That's good.
Wait, that was a good. Yeah, was it? So, but think about it. I mean, that the success of a restaurant rises or falls with patrons, people coming in and checking out.
But man, I love the idea of having a restaurant called Spooks and Spirits.
Spooks and Spirits. I think it's a
Think
brilliant
about it.
idea.
So have
that would be perfect.
Maybe
for,
like a dozen chairs. Have a little small bar that has
Wait,
maybe
can
one.
we make them move and just happen to have a security camera pointed right at the chair?
Not 12, 13 chairs, 13 tables.
13 tables. Wait, dude. If we're going to be successful, we got to have a lot more than 13 tables.
Dude, you realize
Unless
the
we have
bigger-
a section of it where we go, Lucky 13, and that's the one where we'll do the fake video and submit it to like Action News. Okay, see if they go Bradenton business.
Does it have to be an Ebor though?
Why,
Because Ebor's a
dude?
very,
Do you know how old Sarasota is?
right. But think of the business side where you
Do
have
you know
lots.
how old Sarasota is?
Yes, I do.
Remember when we were, 5 Points right there, where we would sit there and go to Padalini's. Padalini's,
Yeah, but
the
doesn't-
only place where you can get great pizza and the
Oh, 13 ceiling fans, great idea. Everything will be like has 13 unlucky numbers.
Oh my god!
But the reason I say Ybor City is 'cause at first it's an attraction where all these people do bar hopping,
Yeah.
right? So the real money is going to be where they go when they have a few drinks,
Yeah.
and they eat some of the, it's
But
more
we
of
want-
a 5 to 1 o'clock in the morning.
we
Kind
want
of
to
place.
keep them, and we want to grab them and keep them, James. We don't want them to migrate to the next bar. Are you ready? Instead of video, like big screen TV showing sports events, we show movies like The Exorcist.
Oh yeah,
The Omen,
just
the
spooky
bride,
stuff.
the
all the
Bride
time.
of Frankenstein.
I love.
Come on, come on.
and all the. She said, 13 ceiling fans, they all spin backwards. Stuff like that. I mean, and have like dolls, little spooky dolls.
All right,
and
what
just-
about the waitress staff? Notice how I said waitress. We're not going to have any waiters. Sorry, if you're going to open up a club, you got to get hot women.
Well, it's not a club. It's a.
It is. It's a club.
It's a
All right,
pub.
maybe it's not a dance
It's
club.
a pub. Like a.
How about there's a section where we have a dance floor, and we mix nothing but spooky music. James is looking at me. James is looking at me, going, "Shut the." He did. He almost gave me the "shut the f up." All right, he's probably like, "What the?"
I'm thinking
hell?
about just some. I see what you're saying. Though that could be.
Are we gonna have? We're gonna have food, right?
Yeah, but it'd be more
All
bar
right,
foodie stuff.
I'm thinking burgers, brats, Italian beef. That's about it, man.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Maybe
fries
nacho.
and-
Well, we can make nachos. Nachos where we're going to make our cash.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So stuff like that. They come, they have a drink, they sit down for some food.
Yeah.
So it has to be an area that has a lot of traffic because they're going to be. I guarantee you, they're going to spend. At first, it's going to be popular because everyone's like, "Oh, let's see the spooky stuff." Then after a while, they come just to have that atmosphere.
James, costume contest.
Oh, that Halloween time. Yeah, the place. will be-
Excuse me. And we're going to encourage the female ladies to get into like the sexy cop. The firewoman outfit, the one that's hot. Did you get that?
I get that. Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a thing.
Or the Bride of Frankenstein, or
With the dude that went back. Remember, one was black, the other was white. And she's like, ah. I'm like, I want to date that chick.
I mean, you can have all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, just be
Franken.
yeah,
All right, we could do the Wolfman,
Wolfman, Wolfwoman,
but is it a Wolfman?
Wolfwoman.
Is it a
Transsexual?
Bigfoot? Why'd you have to go down you had
You
to go
said
in the
women
gutter?
and men
No, I was sitting there trying to make a nexus between Wolfman and Bigfoot. You blew it. You blew it, man. You had to go down that road. I'm trying to keep it clean PG because we're going to submit this to all of the middle and high school as a show if they want to listen to. James, I'm sorry, man. Dude, it's been
Have another candy corn.
It's been about a half hour since I had the candy corn. And folks, this is what happens. Remember the last time we got the pizza? We sat there and ate pizza right before the show?
It wasn't the pizza.
All right, whatever, man.
Okay.
Whatever.
So we're going to discuss haunted restaurants. I found some. This came from Wine and Food magazine, so I thought that was kind of cool because we have.
Well, that is the leading periodical that you need to go to find the haunted house.
I just thought it was interesting because it's funny because I went to another website and they had a whole different group. So this one has some hotels that have restaurants in them. Other ones are just straight up restaurants. So on their number one is Hotel California. No, sorry, that was kind of
Dude, I'm hearing that acoustic intro.
yeah.
right
So
now.
am I.
Yeah.
So Hotel del Colorado. It's over in San Diego. Adventures of
Wait, is you sure it's not Coronado?
yeah, it is Coronado.
James, I'm here to help you out, man. I'm here to help you out. So get close. I'll find out what context it is, and then I'll see if I can make sure. You know what, though? This is the thing. Is it in San Diego?
Yes, it is.
Now, San Diego, if you notice, is named San Diego, right?
I don't get it.
There was no getting. It was San Diego. Old. Very old. Pancho Villa. Old. Okay.
But you said San Diego. No.
San Diego. San Diego.
Well, no, San
San for the. I think San stands for cool place of course, Diego is dog in Spanish.
I didn't know
So
that.
you didn't know that, dude. This is a learning thing, man. Yeah, I'm just saying. Moofy's in town. Moofy, hey, I'm so glad to see you. I'm like with James. I'm like the James. I think everybody went out tonight, man. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. You know, but then when people start to filter in, it's where Dora found you.
Dora the Explorer? I know Dora the Explorer.
Engineer, you're so cool, man. He found a reference to, Diego? Where the hell's Diego? Isn't that the show? Where the hell's Diego?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, wait. Is it Where the hell's Diego?
No,
What
it's
is
where
it?
the hell's Waldo?
Where the hell's Waldo? Well, where the hell what is Diego his Hispanic friend from class? I mean, what?
No,
mean,
I think that's the Hispanic. That's the dog in the.
the dog's Hispanic. How does a dog be Hispanic?
No, the whole show was what's the name of the show again?
Where there's Dora?
Dora.
Dora
She's Mexican.
Dora the Explorer.
Is Mexican.
Whose boyfriend is named Laplore or whatever. What's
I didn't watch that much.
That's what it is. Her boyfriend is named Diego.
Oh,
So and
Oh, that's right.
they
I thought that was
hang
the
out.
dog.
I thought they were like restaurant critics. They went around to all like the taco joints and stuff. I wasn't sure, man. Well, where the hell's Diego? Well, he's down at the taco joint.
all right. So we're gonna go through some of these.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce this. Muriels.
What is it?
Murals. Muriels.
Murals.
Murals. So it's in New Orleans. I've heard of that from other places. Supposedly, gambling ruined. Let's see. Pierre Antoine Lepideur Jurun. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to.
Why are you saying all these names, man? You're going with these names. You're not. Why don't you just go to the P-Man?
Well,
or Pierre. Why do you got to get his whole like he's listening and he wants credit? You
Well,
know,
that's what it said
You
here.
better tell whom I am. I mean, come
It
on.
says whose ghost has a standing reservations. Gambling ruined this guy's in 1814 where he lost his house in a poker game, and he and
So,
having no
folks-
vacate, he committed suicide on the second floor.
Oh my gosh!
So they
So
probably
he had lost his house and didn't have a place to live, man.
so
my gosh.
knocking on the walls and all that. So that's this one unavailable table at this Jackson Square restaurant. So this is a little famous there.
So they believe that this is the guy, right? Because what did he die? He died in the same building. First of all,
Yeah.
is this a rest? What I'm finding, James, a lot of these restaurants are at the bottom floor of taller buildings.
Yes.
And the higher you go, the older the building is because the floors below have been renovated.
Right.
You ever seen some of those? I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big I'm not like one that wants to go and explore for ghosts. I mean, I think that's a little bit crazy. But I'll be honest with you, dude. If I had a gun, I don't know. If that's
guy
going to give me. Well, this is
Shoot
the-
it, and they're like, he'd be like,
I'm
dude,
hoping-
I'm
hoping-
dead. I've
I'm
been
hoping-
dead in 200 years.
No, I'm hoping I could scare the hell out of it, and then
With
go
a
back.
gun?
I'm just this is the thing. I would
mean-
feel safe. All right, I'm not going to go with a machete or something like that. I'm not into cutting and things. I mean, come on, I don't want to try and cut knowing how I swing, I'll probably hit myself and take off an arm. I'm just telling you that right now. Yeah. But dude, you've never seen some of these older buildings when they're like, let's take you upstairs. And they take you to this flight of stairs where it's like an inch layer of frickin' dust. People haven't been up there in decades. And you just get up there and, you're the second floor. Okay, let's go. Like some of these hotels. Remember the hotels back in the day? They had multiple floors. And usually these hotels were really old. I mean, really, really, really old. Going back to... I don't know. Let's say mid 1800s, or even before that. Let's just say maybe 10, 15, 20 years before the Civil War, some of these buildings. Because remember, back then, they did a lot of brickwork. Let's face it, brick and a cinder block building. Is a cinder block building going to go anywhere? James?
No,
James.
I'm reading.
Well, dude, I'm just saying.
I'm listening and reading.
Rock and roll with me because I'm sitting there. Hey, guess what? Rain's here. Do you feel it raining? Rain on me. good to see you there, man. James looked at me, gave me that face again. He's like, you're never getting candy corn again, ever. Never.
73 said, Gun, you can't swing a machete. You can't handle the kick of a firearm.
Well, come on. I mean, I'm not, wait,
He
sure.
was on the chain one.
Carry a tennis racket. Yeah. Challenged it to a tennis racket? I mean, I always did the home runs. I was great when I played tennis. I was always good at hitting the home run right the way out. More often than not, people say, I'm not playing with you because you're a jerk. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry. Well, do you realize what time it is, bro?
No, there's a few more minutes. I feel
Dude,
like we just got
gotta
in.
stay. I know, but we'll just take a few minutes, and then we got the last half hour to show.
All right, then we're going to get into some of these
Well,
other...
Correct. So, folks, this is Strange Things Radio, sitting in with James and Eric, the captain, and Gilligan, accordingly. We are here every Friday night from 10 until 12 a.m., It's the strangelings that hang out with us. So, and those of you that are listening and tuning, and some of these other avenues, some of these other mediums that you can catch us, why don't you come to ParaX and join the chat room and hang out with us and introduce yourself. James, if people want to get in touch with us, how can they get in touch with us?
Strange Things Radio Network on Facebook. You can also email us at strangethingsradio@gmail.com. And if you want to reach out to Twitter, we are Hostess Strange is on our Twitter.
Give us a tweet, man. We'll tweet back at you, I think.
We
James
tweet?
will. So,
Yeah.
folks, we'll be right back. Listen, get yourself the last round. CBF, you better get yourself an energy drink. Winky ding, 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 ding.
Strange Things Radio.
yeah. Strange Things Radio. We are in the last half hour of tonight's show. James and I were sitting there talking about Virginia. What's the capital of Virginia?
Richmond.
Richmond.
It literally just popped in my head.
Yeah, I literally passed by Richmond going from Virginia Beach up to D.C. And I was like, oh, wait, is that the Richmond, Virginia that I heard in like the Ken Burns Civil War series? Did you ever watch that, man?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, nerds like me watch stupid stuff like that. It's not stupid. Actually, it was very informative, great pictures. Dude, do you know that some of the pictures that they had from the Civil War, the panes that they used, okay, the old photography panes, do you know they took some of those panes and used them in construction of greenhouses? Ken Burns, when he was doing the show, found a place that had a greenhouse that had images of the Civil War in the panes of glass that they used for a glass house.
Really?
Is that not cool?
Yeah, that was cool.
Now, they had been, they were really starting to lighten because of the exposure to the sun, but you could still see them, and you were just like, wow, that is so freaking cool.
That is
yeah,
cool.
but with better bottles. Okay. Is that anything like Candy Crush soda? What are they talking about?
Oh, Captain Jack stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because you said about I'm the captain.
Oh, yeah. And I'm the Gilligan. Come on, they didn't get the, Well, and you know what, James? That's true, man. You run this show. I mean, I don't like occasionally I get beaten, which is kind of, and I cower in the corner during the breaks because he just is just merciless how he drives this show without, you'll do as I say. That was at the last break, wasn't it, James, if I remember right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. But, what are you going to do? So, but haunted restaurants. What is it with ghosts wanting to hang out in restaurants? I mean, if you think you're a ghost, you want to hitch a ride in someone's car that's going in your direction. You find a house back off the road that looks like it's old and abandoned, but it still looks like a decent structure, and you hang out there, right? Not a restaurant. And then they do crazy things like moving glasses or moving chairs or touching somebody.
You know what? The ghost has never picked up my check. Can you at least pick up the check?
You know why? Because the ghost is a deadbeat.
Ah!
Oh, this is the humor part of the show. This is what happens, folks, when the skipper is half asleep because he's been driving all day, and I'm on a candy corn high. You know what I mean? I'm on a candy corn high, folks, man. It's just,
Dude.
wow. What?
That would make a great name for some bud.
What's that?
How they have all this AK-47, the Black Widow.
Dude, how did you make... See,
candy corn.
You're going to give people the impression that we are buds. Right?
Well, yeah.
But not the kind of buds that you're referencing. All right? I mean, come on, man. But funny, we're doing a show 10 years from now when we're way up there in age, okay?
I think we're way up there and high. Like, we're going to
so high. Yeah. No, but it'll be like go down to the local 7-Eleven and buy some reeferettes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Maybe up at $25 a pack, whatever. But, I mean, we're going in that direction, folks, and it's just like, it's scary. It's scary, and it's a dead end.
So, Rain 73, it's funny you said about Catfish Plantation. That is supposedly, my notes here, it's funny you said that because I think it's in my notes right here. That is it is supposedly the most haunted restaurants in Texas.
Oh, it's a catfish. Oh, okay. So they probably grow their catfish, right?
It's called Catfish Plantation. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll go.
Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, deep fried catfish with tartar sauce and hush puppies and fries and we got to have the coleslaw. If you don't have the coleslaw, it's just out of. Or what, James?
So I'm googling this website, right? It says. It's Catfish
Don't
Plantation.
bogart the candy corn.
That was good. That was good. Says it's serving. What is it? It says serving something. Your spooks, not spooks and spirits. That's mine. Where'd it go? Is it just
Spooks and Succotash?
what is it?
South, right?
Serving souls and spirits.
See, someone was a fan of the show, wanted to come up. They took your idea because they were listening. We give away too many ideas for products, movies, books. I mean, come on. James, what's the deal, man? What's the deal? What's the frequency, Kenneth?
This food looks good.
Oh, man.
That food looks good.
Well, this is the thing. New Orleans, speaking about New Orleans.
But this is Texas, though.
Oh, this is Texas.
This is Texas.
Wow.
Catfish Plantation.
And it's and
But you wonder if the ghost story, if the ghosts there aren't part of any. Was a real plantation?
Do you have a picture of it? Do you have the do you have the picture of the restaurant, or
Yeah.
is it a plantation that they remodeled and turned into a restaurant?
Probably they it looks
'Cause that
like
would be cool.
No, it looks like a house, a plantation house.
Okay, so
so
that'd be-
yeah. So the question is if the ghost there.
Like catfish?
Well, but Texas didn't have slaves. I was thinking
I
plantation.
think are you sure about that?
I'm
man?
pretty sure because
I mean, before the Civil War, I think slavery was all over the place, man. You know, it wasn't until later where it was frowned upon, like some of the northern states. But dude, are we really going to get into a debate of the Civil War?
No, I'm
man?
sorry. Well, you know,
Well, this is the thing. Catfish Plantation. If it's a restaurant, I'm assuming it specializes in catfish, right? So they probably have a catfish farm on the premises. If it's a plantation, they didn't usually keep a half an acre. Usually it's multiple acres. I bet they have a freaking catfish farm where they grow their own catfish, right?
I'm
And in Texas, doesn't it stay moderate throughout the year? They don't have any severe temperature changes, right? Where it goes from like 90 down to 34. It doesn't get to 34 in Texas, does it?
upper state does.
The
There's snow. I mean, it snows in Dallas.
what?
Oh yeah,
Really?
Maybe at the yeah, because of the way
Wait,
it comes,
that's right. Dallas is further north in the
Right,
state,
and it's just the
Houston
way-
is like right on the coast.
right.
Okay, gotcha.
Dude,
All right.
Texas. Do you realize Texas is the second largest mass state in America? It's monstrous.
Texas has longhorn catfish. Ooh, that even right now that sounds freaking killer, man. Just a big old chunk of steak and a freaking piece of deep fried cat. Give me everything deep fried. Give me deep fried hush puppies. Give me deep fried French fries. Anything that's oozing grease, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. I didn't want to finish that part because then people that were fans of the guy would be like, I'm reporting you. I don't want to get reported. Yeah.
They have
So-
pumpkin fries, sweet potato fries.
Love sweet potato. Are you looking at the menu, dude?
Oh yeah,
Oh my gosh. Sweet potato fries.
pumpkin seed crusted catfish,
Oh my gosh, does that not?
mixed wild game platter.
Now that I hear that, wait, stop. I think raccoon, I think skunk, armadillo, and rattlesnake. Right? Was anything part of that? I bet. Look at when they come on. With a title like that of a plate, you can imagine what the hell they're serving. And whatever you've hit on the way to work is what we're going to serve. We're going to deep fry it, right?
These are the fall specials. Click to view
Oh
menu.
my gosh!
I'm going to click the menu.
Only James sits there.
Chicken and dumplings, spicy gator
Ooh.
bites and ghost pepper ranch, grilled port wine, venison sausage.
Ooh.
You know what venison is, right?
Yeah, it's deer.
Yeah, yep.
But-
Roast turkey breast with apricot, rosemary glaze, cornbread.
Ooh, I wonder if that's wild turkey. I bet that's
desserts.
wild turkey, dude. Let's not don't go to the desserts because my blood sugar will go higher. But this is the thing with you were
Black champagne buffet.
black champagne.
That's what it says on top.
All right, so does that mean they're going to bring me? Yeah, roadkill salad bar. Oh my gosh, man! Oh,
Talk about food, and we will talk about
well, this is the thing. Do you realize there are restaurants that serve that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah,
Raccoon and
I always talk
skunk.
about the cool restaurant called Taste Like Chicken. They
Tastes
have
Like-
all the weird things in the world. You know what I'm saying? All that. Oh, do you know? Again,
You've had frog legs, right?
yes, I've had frog legs.
Frog legs are delicious, man.
so-
it tastes like a freaking.
I think in India, somewhere over there,
They don't eat meat.
they have. Yeah, folks, I just shivered just trying to get it out of my
you did.
mouth.
What is it? What is it?
Deep fried.
Yeah,
You know how you have calamari?
yeah.
Take the same concept with calamari. Spiders. Big hunking
Well,
spiders.
first of all, are there spiders that big over there, man?
yeah, you know. Well, calamari's not
All right,
that huge.
What part of the spider?
The
Don't
whole
tell me
thing.
Get out.
No, they take the whole. They
That's-
kill it.
and
They
shitter-
scoop them up.
I mean the yeah.
I will eat some crazy stuff.
Dude, I mean that's just that. You know what, dude? I would think that you would find dishes like that downtown Denver, Colorado, at the Herb Fest. You know what I mean? I would think, yeah, man, this
Deep
is,
fried spiders.
oh gosh, just to hear that. I mean, that, deep fried spiders. Yeah,
I want to give you
spiders
the
taste
tarantulas.
horrible. Why have you tasted one, Rain? Listen, Rain's like,
Oh, hold on,
they
Rain.
taste- yeah.
Seriously, Rain, have you?
Oh my, oh gosh, yeah. Isn't that meat? A spider? I have no idea. All I know is spiders have hairs on it. Do they cut the hair off the legs, or they just?
All I know is there's a
That's
picture
just
of it
sick,
right
man.
here.
I don't want to see it. Why are we talking about that? Why aren't we talking about
Because this
haunted?
is-
Haunted?
Let's
do you
go back
think-
to normal things like
yeah,
haunting
do you
some
think-
ghosts.
Do you think a ghost at a restaurant is going to sit there and want a deep fried spider? You freaking kidding me, James?
Oh.
Now I could see if it's from the Civil War and they ate a lot of armadillo, or what's the other one? The cute one that plays dead. What the hell's that called?
Possum.
Possum, fried possum. Come on, man.
Is there just a
Oh, dude,
Probably
dude,
fried.
what are you talking about? But they fillet them up, right? They fillet them up, and they make like little chicken nuggets, only they call them possum nuggets. I mean, that's,
I
you've
have
never
no idea.
had that?
I don't even know how to spell possum.
Well, this
That's
is the
too
thing.
big
I
of a
will
word
say
for me.
one thing, though. Alligator nuggets are absolutely
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal. So this place, this catfish plantation, I would bet was they probably named it because it's probably on a site where there was a plantation, and there's nothing more cool than being in an area where the Civil War had been fought, and it's at night or early in the morning, and all of a sudden you think that you hear some sort of paranormal phenomenon going on. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, like cannon fire. Could you imagine being on Gettysburg, close, let's just say in Gettysburg, and you hear at 4:30 in the morning cannonball fire, or what you think is cannonball fire. I doubt if it's a couple teenagers with their stereo system with the speakers, blasting it's like a simulated cannonball fire. You've heard cannonball fire, right, James?
No.
James, help me out, James.
I know.
James,
I was looking at-
Rain. Ghosts want booze, just booze because they're bored and got all the time in the world. That's true, man. But the thing is, Rain, did you see James? Didn't you post the videos? The one with in the restaurant where the chair moved.
Oh,
and the
yeah,
chick
yeah, I'm posting.
Okay, Rain, you got to go back and you got to check this out, because I would say unless it's one masterful hoax put together to promote the restaurant to draw more business.
Okay,
you
Kat-
can't help but think that, bro.
She said, no, this is what she wrote. Of course, ... Booze and ghosts have been synonymous forever. What I read, of course, ... Boobs and ghost have been put, and I'm like, what's boobs got to do with ghosts?
You inserted a B, right? You saw booze and you saw boobs.
I did. I
Dude,
swear to God.
I feel sorry for Jennifer if she's tired, because you're going to keep her up for a couple hours after we stop the show. I'm just saying. Yeah,
No.
I saw booze. I did not see boobs, James. Something's wrong with you, bro. I'm just saying. No, well, if she's saying booze and ghosts have been, dude, remember? Well, I don't know which one it was, but they went to what's that one that famous ghost town where the OK Corral occurred? What was that called? Is it Dodge? Was it Dodge? What was it? What's the one, folks, where it's still active? I mean, it's they have a place called the Bird Cage. They have a Bird Cage where it was basically it's where all the honeys hung out for sale. They just hung out and they called it the Bird Cage. But anyway, didn't they record audio of what sounded like a cowgirl riding a cowboy? Didn't they? Do you remember? And they're just
I
like,
spell
did we
corral.
Corral. Corral. Ding! Oh, I won that big shiny trophy.
Dang it.
What?
My keyboard's all screwed up.
But listen, don't worry about that hung around. Wait, hold on. This show could also be called Babes in Freudland. Well, true, man, true. Deadwood hung around. What happened? I don't know what they're talking about, James.
Because we talked about boobs and ghosts.
Well, see,
That sounds like a good
see,
episode.
Folks, you gotta understand about this show. This show is just really James and I hanging out like we normally do whenever we hang out, right?
do.
I mean, this is basically a typical show. But really, what it is it's a typical time that we're at a restaurant downtown Sarasota. We're having this discussion.
Remember the restaurant we went to, the two Senoritas?
Two Senoritas.
And what did they say about that?
They said that particular restaurant was haunted, and that did they bring some sort of
they brought-
exorcist in or something?
Not exorcist, but
well,
you
they
know,
did something.
a paranormal group.
Yeah, but the thing is, because they were having paranormal activity, because that place had been there for ages. How old was the building? It was well over 100 years
over
old.
100, yeah. It's one of the original buildings downtown Sarasota.
Yeah, which puts that back into the 1800s.
Right.
Because, I mean, that 5 Points area was, I want to say, around 1870, 1875, which, folks, still, you might say, oh, well, geez, that's just 1875. That's not that long ago. Well, hell no. I mean,
in Florida it is.
Hell yeah, man. Any city that's been around for 100+ years, I mean, anything like that, you're bound to have something going on, something strange. And yeah, it was called Two Senoritas, downtown Sarasota. Great place, great food. But didn't we talk with a lady? We talked she found out that we did the radio show.
Yeah.
And then she would always, remember, I think she was like the manager or whatever. She always got us a great table. She'd come by and talk with us. And I think she listened to the show, or she was going to listen to the show. And, and if I remember right, she wasn't really like, it wasn't like she wanted everybody to know that the place was haunted.
Right.
She just started talking to us because, we did a paranormal show. But it wasn't like she's telling everybody, all the people that came in, this place is haunted,
So it just seems like, so the question is when I was thinking about this, so before we wrap up the show, do people put haunted things, ideas of haunted places? Now, like, obviously we saw that chair move and the bar stool fall over, but do people put haunted in front of anything that's old, including restaurants? So why? I mean, if you notice, I noticed these restaurants that on
James,
the list,
when you walk
they're all
into
old. I mean, there's no. What happened to a Denny's? This Denny's haunted? I mean, is there such thing as a haunted Denny's or IHOP? Is there a haunted IHOP out there? Waffle House?
See, this is the thing, James. This is the thing with that. It's, of course, whenever you walk into an old structure, an old building, whatever, what's the first thing you say? Gee, I bet this place is haunted, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're just saying it off the cuff and you're just being a goofball, you're talking about, I bet this place is haunted. Ooh, tostados with ghost cheese. Damn, does that not frickin' sound good? Even though it's ghost cheese, I don't give a damn. As long as they have ghoulish guacamole on the side, all right, scary sour cream. Talk with me, man. Let's see. Terrifying tortillas. Well, come on, man.
I'm trying. My brain just like
dude. Scary salsa. He pulled it down because he didn't want you people to hear his coughing, and
like a cougher's cough, doesn't it?
Like a smoker's cough.
Yeah, smokers.
This is the thing. I mean, I noticed how you prefaced the show, mentioned it. Didn't you say something about the coughing? Blah blah blah, and that you were getting over it. I'm just concerned. So, ghoulish guacamole, dude. That sounds freaking killer. I'll just spoon guacamole.
I've rotten egg at the Village Inn this morning.
Oh gosh. Oh, that just. But it's funny. I had what the hell are those? Remember deviled eggs?
Hunter's cough. That's funny.
Haunted cough.
Hunters.
That's haunter's cough. Haunter's cough. Would that be a haunted restaurant or a spooky menu? Ooh. Did you hear that?
That was you.
I heard tapping. No, I did. Oh, was that?
Oh, yeah, my legs.
What the heck?
My legs.
Do you have to
hurt.
do that stuff? I didn't even hear that, man. Because I'm sitting there
hurting.
thinking.
I'm telling you, like,
well, didn't you stand? I mean, you know what? It's because we stood. We have been standing.
No, it's because we've been sitting.
I meant sitting. I meant sitting. It came out standing. Don't you hate when you call a colleague by another colleague's name? especially when she's.
I call you Alex all the time.
When she's when it's female, you know. I mean,
Oh.
they don't dig that. They don't dig that at all, man. And they're just like, nah, we're done with this. So, and of course, they're offended. Oh, I can't believe you called me that. What I called you by a different name. I didn't. I wasn't being. Forget about it. Just get away. Okay, I just never mind. And you leave.
Okay, so I just got. I typed in haunted Waffle House just to see if anything come up. And
Are you
something,
kidding?
No, I swear to God. So
It's
I
a
got
Waffle House. They say is haunted.
10 most haunted places in Broward County here in Florida. Broward County is a county over on the East Coast, and the Rivers Inn. They have Coyote Ugly Saloon in Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale's Fire and Safety Museum is supposedly haunted. Coral Medical Center.
Oh, wait, look at what Kat just said.
What was that?
I ate a carton of them that were left over from Easter 1 October.
Oh my God! Yeah. But yeah, vodka was included. Involved.
I'm literally feeling sick over by Daytona. Is that where you are, engineer?
No. But that's what he's saying is
Oh.
that's part of the over that side. So there's the Blue Anchor British Pub and that I swear to God right here, the Davy. Oh my God, I know what this is.
Davy Jones?
No, Davy is a small. It's a town. And I'm over there. And I know where Davy is because a friend of mine lived there.
Davy, Florida?
Yeah. So the Davy Waffle House. This particular waffle is located at 4650 Volunteer Road in Southwest Rents. Was the home of particular hideous. Not Hennessy.
Is it Hennessy?
No, it's
Heinous.
Heinous.
Oh, my gosh, James. That's all right, buddy. It's almost over. It's almost over.
In 2002, it was still reporting haunts in the restaurant on the morning. They're talking about the murder there, but supposedly...
Oh, there was a murder there.
Yeah, in
Well,
2002.
dude, you know, and then, someone's murdered, and then 2 weeks. Dude, we've talked about some of the different nightclubs. I'm not even going to say the nightclub down here in Orlando, but could you imagine gaining entry to that place sitting in the dark?
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine the negative energy that's in there, man?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and out of respect, even if it's going on, they're not going to let that stuff get out.
Mm-mm.
They would not want, because then you're just like, oh, those poor souls are stuck in this
and
club.
then we talked about these murders that's happened tragically, and so what about Vegas? Is anyone going to build anything on, because they were in
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
there's
Dude.
58 lives that were murdered.
Yeah, and a lot of them died there.
Yeah.
And you could, dude, that's an interesting question. I don't know.
And what about that hotel room?
Yeah,
Because
he
was murdered.
He died in there. Oh
He-
my gosh.
Whatever. No, can you imagine that?
Well-
What are they going to do with that hotel room?
Well, here's the thing. You notice they haven't released the number. They don't
No.
know the actual number. So Mandalay Bay will
Though
probably...
they know. The
Well,
world may
you
not
could,
know.
well,
but
you
the
could probably
man-
look up and guess. Okay, it's on the 34th floor or whatever.
I think so.
So if they can gain entry to the 35th floor, just go down to where
Well,
it was at
someone
wasn't it at a
knows.
corner. Because remember, one
Yeah.
side was a window, and then one on the other was like a
Yeah,
what
so-
do they call those? Not a suite. What is like a gambler? What is those high roller rooms where they're not just just one room with two full size beds in it? What are they called?
I'm trying to think. I've never been in one because
Remember the Hangover when they went to Vegas?
Yeah.
And that kind of a room was a big ass room. I don't know, man. But
they're not going to rent out the room ever again.
really,
That's what Mandalay says.
well, I'll tell you right now. There'll be a lot of paranormal investigators that'll want to gain interest in that. But they'll probably seal it up, man. They'll probably just do their magic to try and even act like
Strip it out.
strip it out,
And then take the door out.
take the door out, yep,
just
and then just make
block
it
it.
look like it's a hallway or whatever.
The end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was. It was the end of the hallway. It wasn't one of the doors that led down. I think it was the end of the hallway, right? That's where he put cameras.
Well, here's the thing, James, and I know this is morbid to sit there and think about, especially at the end of the show, but could you imagine right now at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, even though that city is pretty lit up and there's a lot of activity and stuff. But could you imagine being over there on those fairgrounds if you could gain entrance to it and just hear just like faint weeping or faint, calls? Would that not be? And really, how could they stop in that fairground? They couldn't like fence it off and prevent people from ever getting on.
They could. I mean, you could fence anything off.
Isn't that a revenue generator?
That's the problem. Is that's money making because they had concerts there and all that.
Well, that's
stuff.
what was going on. It was a concert,
Right? And that's what they did there. That was a concert venue. So now they got to close that down and lose what? A lot of money.
Do you remember the one nightclub in Rhode Island where was it
Well,
White
look at that.
Lion?
Off-World says we had haunted halls and rooms in Circus in Reno, but they never stopped them from renting them out.
Well,
Suites and junior suites.
Well, this is the thing, and this is my point. Wouldn't that be an attraction for people that would want to stay in a haunted room? Wouldn't that be a room where they double the frickin' price? I know it's morbid, but let's be honest here. Right now, with the, if you had an opportunity, James, you're going on a trip, and you find out that the hotel you're staying at, there's a haunted room. I think there was a movie about that where it's rumored to be haunted. Would you really want to stay in that?
Not in the room, but in the hotel, and they go peek around the room.
But there are some crazies out there that
would spend the night.
That would spend the night.
Well,
Probably stay up.
there was
all
a movie, John Cusack. It was called Room something.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and everything, like, it was a really cool movie. I saw it. It was really good.
Well, he deliberately stayed there because he was hoping to get some paranormal activity, right?
No, he was debunking it.
Oh, he was debunking it. Well,
John Cusack. I know I misspelled that because I misspelled everything. But hey, Amazon found it for me. I mean, Google found it for me. Room. Let's see.
wow.
1408. That's the name of the movie.
Next, a new episode of I have no idea. He's in there. He's doing
wait,
that.
73. God, I should just.
What
why
was
do I
it?
Google things?
What was it called?
1408.
1408.
That was the room number.
Yeah. And I think, wasn't that based on some kind of rumor of a hotel with an actual room like that?
I believe so, yeah.
And I think Jim Carrey stayed there the night and didn't last the whole night. He got the hell out of there.
It was based on Stephen King's 1999 short story. I think I read that short story. I read a lot of Stephen King stuff.
Yeah.
But-
Well, it looks like, folks, we got to wrap up the show.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I Have No Life is going to follow behind us, so hang out with the boys in I Have No Life, and keep us in mind next week, Friday night from 10 until 12. We'll be here broadcasting another crazy show. I don't know why I did that. It's because my sugar level's so high, but you have a great weekend. God bless you all. And James, you have a good weekend. Hope everybody stays safe, okay?
And join us next week for our Halloween show.
Our Halloween extravaganza. Get it right there, bro. So, James, tag it, bro.
Stay strange, folks.